Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you a different type of video addressing the sports scene in Guadalajara and sharing a few activities sports lovers can enjoy while visiting or living in this beautiful metropolis. From traditional Mexican sports like charreadas and lucha libre to modern baseball and soccer, Guadalajara is the perfect place for all types of sports fans, offering a great variety of events all year round at affordable prices. Now let's take a look at some of the ones we attended over the last few months, and please know in advance that I'm not biased in any way when it comes to sports. I am not a die-hard fan of any specific team, but I will say that based on where I am or where I live at a given time, I may start supporting some of the local teams and go to their games because let's face it, sports events are entertaining and a fun place to socialize with friends and family. Now, in Guadalajara and actually in Mexico in general, an experience I 100% recommend is a lucha libre show, mainly because it's deeply rooted in the Mexican culture, but also because there's no other event more entertaining, more exciting, more adrenaline-filled than a lucha libre performance. It's not only something I recommend you do if you love sports, but something that's in my top 5 things to do in Mexico. The cost of a lucha libre show is 300 Mexican pesos for the ring section and 200 for balcón, and they take place every Tuesday and Sunday night at Arena Coliseo, Guadalajara. For more details, check out the link I left for you in the description so you can watch the video I shared from my first ever lucha libre event. Hands down, one of the most fun public events I've been to in quite some time. Next thing I recommend to do in Guadalajara if you love sports is go to a baseball game. Charros de Jalisco is the name of the city's official pro baseball team, and their home ballpark is called Estadio Panamericano. The Charros won the Mexican Pacific League Championship twice, once in 2019 and again in 2022, just about 2 weeks ago when they defeated the Tomateros de Culiacán. For the game we went to, we got our tickets right before the game at the ticket office and paid 130 Mexican pesos per person for Planta Alta. Of course, the prices vary based on section. The most expensive VIP area tickets I saw were 1,200 pesos per person, which is still half of what you'd expect to pay to attend a baseball game in the United States. And let's not even talk about the NFL games in the US. Where we live in Las Vegas, for example, the tickets for a Raiders game usually start at 200 USD with an average of 900. I mean, obviously there are many factors that make those games so much more expensive, but from my perspective, which is of a person who mainly attends for the fun of the experience with no vested interest, it wouldn't make much sense to pay those amounts, whereas in Mexico, it's something that I could easily do without breaking the bank. So that's something to keep in mind. Sports fan or not, baseball games in Mexico are an accessible, super fun experience. Also, I think I forgot to mention that there are many great food and drink options to choose from at Estadio Panamericano, so expect to not only have a good time, but also enjoy some delicious food. Okay, last but definitely not least, there is soccer, by far the most popular sport in Mexico, and Guadalajara has not only one, but 2 first division soccer teams, Club Deportivo Guadalajara, or Chivas de Guadalajara, and Los Zorros de Atlas, or simply Atlas. Additionally, the University of Guadalajara has a soccer club called Leones Negros UDG, playing in Liga de Expansión MX. We actually went to one of their games at Estadio Jalisco, which is the same stadium where Atlas plays in the city. Chivas, on the other hand, plays at the Akron Stadium, where we did not get the chance to go catch a game yet, unfortunately, but we'll definitely go in the near future, and we will most likely share it with you guys, of course. The truth is, I was planning to include footage in this video from an Atlas game, but when we looked at tickets, they were already in the final stages of the tournament, and the most economic tickets, way far in the back, were over 100 USD per person. So we decided to postpone it and hope they'd win the Liga MX championship, so we get to go to the parade instead. Now, they did end up winning, and it was actually a historic win for the team, as it was their second championship after 70 years, which was crazy. Imagine the excitement of longtime fans finally seeing their team win the title after so many years. I'm so glad we were in the city and able to go to the championship parade. It was so much fun. The energy was amazing. The chants were uplifting, and everyone was having a good time. I highly recommend you join in if you happen to be in a Mexican city where a local team is celebrating a big win. I promise it will be an unforgettable experience. I personally was lucky to be in many different places for championship celebrations. I was in Spain for their first World Cup win in 2010, in New Orleans when the Saints won their first Super Bowl. I've seen the SF Giants and the Golden State Warriors celebrate multiple championships in the Bay Area, and it just never gets old. There's just something very special about seeing a large amount of people coming together and having a good time. I think that we actually need more of that. We need more of that energy for sure.
Y esta es la cumbia de los trapos y dice, todo mundo venga.
Let me know in the comments if you ever went to a championship parade. What was it like? What's your favorite team if you have one? Also, feel free to share what you think about this video. You know, I appreciate any and all feedback as it helps us get better at what we do. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. That definitely helps us a lot. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Till next time, friends, stay adventurous, have fun, and keep chasing colors.